doing some Madden 21 franchise. It's on all Madden. I got my team situated for the first game.
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So the Dolphins rebuild officially underway, as it is not Ryan Fitzpatrick leading them out here week 1. It is, in fact, the number 5 overall pick from April, and that is Tua Tagovailoa.
And most people assumed that Ryan Fitzpatrick would get the call here on opening day, and count me among those. I thought that Fitz would have the team while they got Tua Tagovailoa truly healthy and indoctrinated into the NFL, but they decided to go with the youngster out of Alabama right from day one. Beautiful thrower of the football and commands a huddle quite well for a young player.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Just because I started, but this feels a little easier than I would have expected.
1,000-yard rusher. Spent 2019 in Philadelphia battling injuries, but when he's healthy, can be a flat-out workhorse and can break down defenses.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Now Tua. This is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki. 30 yards. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map.
I'll have to check after this, but I'm 99% sure I put this.
You get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The
A lot of
first
time.
drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Sony Michel, his first carry, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
Second and 7 at the 28-yard.
From the gun, they run with Michel. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Michel on the carry.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He can run for it, and he will.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Cam throwing complete here to Edelman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Complete to
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
I don't know what the heck.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That's caught by Hollister. Justin Rohrwasser now for the Patriot field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots
this time.
They're running it. It's Michelle. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On 1st down, Newton. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
To Jacob Hollister. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Newton.
The Dolphins' 28-yard line.
Connects with Sanu right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Okay.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Now Newton. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Patriots 3.
Kansas City's destroying the Steelers.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On play action, here's Tua. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Good.
Okay, here I lay out. I can't see the clock.
Good work on the
There we
scamper
go.
by Tagovailoa.
I can see the play
It's a
clock and
first
everything.
down. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Nice snag by Devontae Parker. While it took him 5 years in the league to have his first 1,000-yard season, he broke out in a big way. The former first-round pick had career highs across the board in 2019. In fact, his touchdown total for the year equaled his career total to date.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Tua. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Hit the bar. Never heard that before.
We remind you lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. Newton on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's 21-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the
Went
end
through
zone
it
for
though.
the touchback.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A final shot before the break. Newton. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We get things started with a good one in the NFC. Seattle traveling down south to take on Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the second quarter. Russell Wilson has thrown a touchdown pass. We'll stay in the NFC South as we head to Carolina to check on the Panthers. And you can see they trail in that one as that game's gone to halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Marcus Mariota. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Dwayne Haskins, responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far as he's thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Sony Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. It's the former Patriot Kyle Van Noy with it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with
he throws a
defensive
short
backs.
over towards Van Noy. Probably gonna get swatted.
Right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
1st and 10 at the 45.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And he will find his man on the outside.
They do have a pretty decent offense with him at quarterback. Receiving core is decent.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 13 yards out. And the Patriots get a score closer.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 28-10. Jakeem Grant now to return.
Still going.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down.
I believe in him. Keep
advancing the ball down the field.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. We know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
11 more on that one and another first down.
11 on the play. First down, Dolphins.
Tua, a give. This is Howard. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense
49.
or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down.
Oh, that was bad. Yeah.
Shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that.
That would have gone in
They
too.
get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Michelle. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They fake the give. Newton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
For the extra point.
And we've mentioned before, Cam, the all-time leader in rushing TDs by a quarterback, so everyone he gets from here on out for the rest of his career just adding to that lead.
So what you're saying is that if you're a young kid who wants to play quarterback in the NFL, and that's the record you're shooting for?
Good luck.
You got some work to do, aren't you?
By the time he's done, he might have double second place guy. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score,
I wasn't paying attention. The guy didn't even, he ran away from it.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. From the gun, Newton. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That'll leave him with a
nobody was after him.
Into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Marquise Lee. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots are back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick.
To lose this.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first, they go right back to Howard. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And some room to run now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit
They're
as
just
they run
clicking
up
away.
and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Oh, pick six
when you
now.
tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now it's Newton. Getting it out left side to Sanu. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Newton. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. This is the development trait. This is the abilities tab. Here you can see what ability.
Jets won and the Bills lost. Says 60-minute experience, but it took me less than, well, about 30.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5", that's Josh Allen.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he gets it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yard gain on the play. First down, Bills.
They'll run here with Singletary. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they do.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Shaq Lawson gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Dolphins nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep. And this is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
Complete.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Now Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down and 5 yards.
Allen to throw once more. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Raekwon McMillan on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a run with Singletary. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 28. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Buffalo.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it'll bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Tua. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
When I see Mike Gesicki make a catch, I'm reminded of his athletic ability, and go back to the time we were leading up to the draft and showing his career highlights, including high school volleyball, where it appeared he was almost jumping over the net. I expect him to continue to grow in 2020, start to make progress in 2019. 5 touchdown catches and 570 total yards.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Charles, a peek there at the Dolphins draft class for 2020. A lot of guys here that will wind up contributors. But this draft is ultimately going to come down to one question. Was Tua the right choice or not?
Well, that's how the game's played, isn't it? And remember, we talked about Tua possibly going to Miami for about a year prior to it actually happening. And Justin Herbert, Jordan Love, 2 quarterbacks that were still on the board, those are the guys he'll get compared to throughout his career. But I also like the 2 other first-round picks. Austin Jackson, an offensive tackle at number 18. And how about the corner, Noah Igbenogany at number 30.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Albert Wilson as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 31, Allen finding Knox there, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I'm like, well, all right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves the Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Well, they imposed their will on that last drive. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Running with Howard. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Able to find Shaheen here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Howard. He gets away from 1, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
He's across
up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
A gain of 4.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted.
picked off near the 42. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And the Bills first down.
On first down, Singletary. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
The Bills ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
They go right back to Singletary. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Devin Singletary, the ball.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it's third down.
Allen from the gun on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Complete to Devin Singletary.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the 15-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
At the 6-yard line.
They run here with Singletary. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Allen going to give to Singletary on the option. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills have broken the tie. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Miami. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now Tua, a big spot for the rookie from Alabama. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up second down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa gonna look deep for Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Singletary. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. From the gun, Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
I need to get this
Dawson Knox.
secondary running and actually covering people instead of just being out.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because
Most of
when
the
they
time
throw
nobody's
the football
there.
downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
The point after through the raindrops up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. This is Jakeem Grant.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Tua going to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Singletary again. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On first down, Singletary. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Yep. We're gonna knee it out. That's how people do NFL.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the
never
clock
need the
defensively.
ball.
Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really
It's
well.
just
A lot of teams
stupid.
panic
Just
after
play
a
out
week
the
one
game.
loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realizes there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you, these division games.
Jets lost. Patriots lost. This might be my last game of the night. Depending on how long it takes, which seems to be about half an hour per one.
Tonight, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They'll be led out by their quarterback. Back in the NFL for the first time since 2016, it's Colin Kaepernick.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win.
Both of these two teams, the Jets and Dolphins, looking to improve their rushing attack in 2020. Last year, they were the bottom 2 teams in the league in terms of rushing yards. The Jets at 31, and the Dolphins dead last at number 32.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the
I really
41-yard
don't know
line.
how to do defense.
Now Leonard Fournette. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Taken down behind the
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And 2.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette.
Don't let him through. Don't let him through. Don't let him through.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
from back at their own 10-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
16 yards, a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Dolphins.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Powerful running. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
Tua with a throw complete to Parker. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39.
To Devontae Parker.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
First down, Miami.
Tua now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Leonard Fournette, the ball
The
carrier.
rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 18 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Yes, we're on Jaguars. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Dolphins 7, Jaguars nothing.
Fournette, a first down carry.
Get him. Get him. Get him.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Solid carry there by Leonard Fournette, and last year he achieved his career high in rushing yards with nearly 1,200. Ranked 4th in the AFC, 7th in the NFL. Loves to carry the football and gets stronger as the game goes on.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert.
Oh.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Good catch there by Tyler Eifert.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this time he is in. Yes. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to let one go deep for Parker.
Boom.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. And I think we're seeing some of that in this running.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
I'm feeling we'd do a lot better if I wasn't playing defense. I gotta get better at it, so.
An extra point of tying this one up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Here comes Grant on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen.
It got his man complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to go up top again.
Ooh.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, but it's going to be 2nd down.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
Looking to pass. Tua going deep here for Parker. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A pass underneath for Fournette. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Kaepernick again. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Oh, wait, never mind. They can stop.
So we have reached, and we will skip the highlight show this
I was
week.
say they
Right
could
back to
probably
this
stop the
week 3
clock and
matchup.
score a touchdown.
The
Oh, now
Dolphins
we get the ball
and
first.
they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 41. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete.
Complete to Mike Gesicki.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now
I just put him in.
It looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tua, a give. This is Howard.
Ooh.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
The quick slant caught.
We had that.
And
We had that.
he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 12 yards there and a first down.
41-yard line.
To throw is Kaepernick. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
DJ Shark.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard.
Colin
leaves him with a very
Kaepernick.
manageable second
He's,
and 1.
what, 13 for 13?
On the run, it's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Kaepernick now on first down. On the slant, this is Chark. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Kaepernick now on first down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and goal.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
Well, 2 touchdowns scored. I know his team's happy. His coaches are happy. How about the fantasy owners of this game?
Always happy with 2, but they'd like 3 or 4. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The return man is Grant. And he'll break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with a football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 4.
Oh, wait, I got to check my injury list. Okay, they're back, but he's still out, and he's pretty good defensive lineman.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the foot.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1, and, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just
throw.
protecting your quarterback, but just show them a lot of different looks. And they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second.
Catch that.
Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
So now the Jags down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 2.5 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And this will be caught at the 30.
Just nobody.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st down, Kaepernick.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping
19 for 19.
No, not on
My
that one.
defense just cannot
Now it's just a matter of
stop
laying
him
the ball
from
out there
making
for him to go
receptions.
get it.
That one complete. He finds Shark.
Yes.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. Kaepernick to throw again. It's a 5-play. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So
I'm just amazed at how my secondary plays.
And there's
I don't know how
touchdown
to
that they needed,
improve
so
it.
They'll celebrate, but the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and then get that onside kick.
They could win.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo.
Or tie it.
And now
They
things
could
get a bit
win.
more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the
Keep
final
pushing rushing
stages.
yards for a team.
They run with Howard.
Jordan Howard, the Dolphins.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
From the 2 now.
I'm gonna go for it. It's probably not gonna work.
Trying to punch it in with
Might.
Howard. And
Might.
he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And the lead is up to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really
We got
long.
1 second left.
But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Jaguars 28.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Dolphins, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1.
Your players were upgraded? Okay. Oh, with Sims, and it automatically does that, I'm guessing. 80 overall team? Not bad. Let's check out the leaders. 15th. Receiving. Yeah. Sounds about right. Ron Baker's doing good. Millen and Van Noy are the 2 interceptions. Trubisky, okay. Matt Ryan, Cam Newton, Jackson, Bridgewater, okay. Okay. Joe Flacco. A lot of oddities. Marcus Mariota. Who is this? Jacoby Brissett. Tom Brady, really? Only 606 yards? I guess. Jordan Love's got 316 yards. He's playing more than he typically would. Seems like he's actually played a game. '19th offense. Huh. What about defense? Probably really low. Well, we have 14th. That's not awful. The second in points scored, though. I'm gonna call that the stream.